I spent a little less than 3 days visiting Paris, and of course, we have to start off with lovely breakfasts of coffee and croissants each morning, and nearby wanted to go check out a famous cemetery that has some famous people like Chopin's grave, Oscar Wilde, and of course, Victor Noir, who was a young journalist who was killed and is known today for having a very handsome grave, and as you can see from the tarnished, where people have touched him and kissed him for good luck. After checking out the graveyard, I did one of the best things to do in Paris, which is to flaneur, or walk around the city and enjoy the architecture, all the cafe fronts, and just get lost in the city. I made it to the River Seine, where they were having a really cute little market with these fantastic pretzels. I got a pizza pretzel, but it was nice to check out the shops and get that pizza pretzel. Before heading over to the Cathedral of Notre Dame, which is still under construction from the fires that happened a few years prior. And continuing my flaneuring south, I looked at the Jardin du Luxembourg and really enjoyed the bright colors and sunshine while it was out. I hopped on a train west to go see the Eiffel Tower. I did not go up it, but I did enjoy some lovely views from the base, and wow, it was very impressive up close. For some reason, I wasn't expecting it to be that big, but she was gorgeous. Had a quick pizza dinner with a cappuccino at a nearby cafe because I wanted to catch sunset of the Eiffel Tower by the river, which was just so lovely. And on to the next day, taking the train and of course going to another cafe for croissants and breakfast. Today was a dark and gloomy fall day, which was perfect for going underground down to the catacombs. So taking the spiral staircase down and looking at this graph just to see how low and deep we are. I'm not usually claustrophobic. I was feeling it a little bit here, to be honest. A couple of the other guests were having a little bit of freakouts. That didn't help either, but this was a really impressive, historic, and an amazing experience. I last minute bought my tickets to the catacombs. I would definitely recommend doing that beforehand, but I was able to do so with a bundle package that included this boat ride. Honestly, you can skip this boat ride. It was quite full and loud and boisterous, and a lot of the architecture that you could see from the river, it was really only something I did because it was part of this bundle package. Yeah, I would just say to skip it, honestly. It was nice to see this bridge up close with beautiful detailing, but again, a lot of stuff that you can see from just walking around. On my last day, I got a more hearty breakfast, still with a croissant, of course, but some nice eggs as well. Checked out some local art, There really is just something so magical walking around and discovering Paris is one of the great cities to do that in. Now time to go to a very popular and tourist-filled location of the Louvre. The Louvre is a massive museum, so definitely pick out the things that you want to check out. And it took me an hour, even with my timed slot, to get in, so that also cut from what I wanted to see. Of course, since we're here, had to see the Mona Lisa, which everybody says is smaller in person, but I actually thought it was bigger now that I feel like everybody just talks about how tiny it is. And I was very excited for some of the painting, like the raft of the Medusa, which was massive and really an experience to see in person. Next, the Palais Garnier Opera House, which is famous for having the setting of the Phantom of the Opera there, with gorgeous opulence and architecture. I took a tour. Sadly, while I was there, the actual opera house itself was closed for construction, but the tour was still very enlightening and beautiful architecture. And I got to take a little sneak peek at Box 5, which shall remain open for the Phantom. Very close by is a gorgeous mall called the Galeries Lafayette, which has a really popular rooftop view of Paris, the Eiffel Tower, and so I ran up there and enjoyed the views of sunset. After finishing up sunset, I ran and grabbed some dinner, and I had to try some escargot. I loved this. This was so garlicky, buttery. The texture wasn't too crazy. Definitely would eat again. I really fell in love with Paris. I would definitely come back. There was so much more to see and explore, and that's all I was able to get up to in about 3 days. So I want to say thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.